This is the men's room.
Get it, man, and get with the countdown. Shake this square world and blast off for Kicksville. The Trippers, the Grasshoppers, the Hip Ones, all gathered in secrecy and flying high as a kite.
You're listening to the men's room with Miles and Thrill.
All right, game is Big Dummy 844-999. Ola, Steve, who is our next contestant ready to play the big game?
Our next contestant ready to play the big game is Shane. Hello, Shane. Welcome to the men's room.
Dummy!
Liquor and whore.
Liquor and whore. Shane, are you sober or not sober?
I'm working on it right now, Johnny.
All right, I'm going to put you at not sober Shane. All right, our men's room poll, Shane. What do you think they'll find first? Bigfoot, UFO, aliens, Loch Ness Monster, or other?
Well, I'm going to go for aliens if it's like those super hot aliens from the old school Star Trek that Captain Kirk was macking on.
We'll see if NASA will agree to those terms. Not that, like, don't even bring it up unless we can F them. All right, so we don't care if you find proof of alien cult everywhere, but, like, if they're not sexy, why would we possibly want to know?
Exactly.
It's the only reason people exist, for my sexiness platform.
You are, in fact, a pillar of society. Glad to have you with us.
Yeah, first contact, only if they're hot.
With my penis. All right. Here's your question. What country provided Florida with its orange crop?
Peru?
Peru. Yeah, why did you even guess Peru?
I have no idea. That was just the first thing that popped in.
Florida.
China?
Cuba?
Spain.
China?
Spain.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Well, China.
I mean, Florida's easy to get to from China.
They have a lot
just sailed over to Seattle, see? We built ourselves a railroad, went all the way to Florida, gave them oranges.
Well,
that's what we did.
When I think of food that use oranges, I think of
orange chicken. God
Chinese.
Oh, no way. Orange chicken.
Wasn't there other dishes that have some orange in it?
I mean, they're all, man. But
They're all made in America, though.
we sent ourselves a panda man to Miami.
Orange beef. There's orange beef.
There's some orange stuff.
Yeah.
See, you guys never been to Citrus? It's right next to Shanghai.
Oh, yes. I made it to Shanghai. I never got that bus tour of Citrus.
Yeah.
All right. Here is your question. What units are used to measure sound intensity?
Decibels.
All right.
Well done. Well played, sir.
Okay.
Well done.
Game is Big Dummy 844-999. Ola, who is our next contestant, ready to play the game?
Oh, let's see here. You know her. You love her. Hello, Angela. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola, gentlemen.
Hola, Angela. Angela, are you sober or not sober today?
I am stone cold sober today, gentlemen. I apologize for last week. I was coming off surgery. I think I was a little more not sober than I thought I was.
That's all right. Angelica.
Hey, you got to have somebody to make fun of, and you provided that last week, so don't worry about it.
What are you thinking on our men's room poll there? What do you think they'll find first? Bigfoot, UFO, Loch Ness Monster, or other?
You know, I'm just going to hope for Bigfoot. There's been, too many years talking. I want to see him.
I like that, too. That's our first Bigfoot vote of the day as far as our contestants are concerned.
Like, how would you feel if they found Bigfoot?
I just think it would be exciting, man. He's going to come down. He's going to, I don't know.
I think it's less exciting. See, he's Bigfoot as long as we can't find his ass, all right? You find him, then it becomes the blah, 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 blah ape. And it's like, now you're just some ape that lives out in the freaking woods.
But you're going to find out, like, he's broken into Wendy's late at night a couple times. He's made some food because he knew he couldn't
makes his own food.
He knew he couldn't walk in during the day, because it would disturb people. So he's sorry for the long hairs he might have left in the kitchen someplace.
He knows how to drop fries.
Right, exactly. I mean, like, he's living his life. It's just difficult because he's so nocturnal. He just wants a friend.
Specifically Wendy's.
That Bigfoot is going to maul people.
Oh, he's going to kill everybody.
The opinion of this Bigfoot will change very quickly.
Thanks for the roadside statues every once in a while, guys.
All right, here's your question.
He's out in the woods with a chainsaw carving a statue of a dude.
Right.
Yeah.
It looks nothing like us.
But technically, we're going to find out that Bigfoot is kind of not cool. It really is Sasquatch.
I think you're going to find out that it's like your Uncle Jake that you haven't seen in 30 years. That's all. Like, oh, damn, man, it's him.
Bigfoot.
All right, your question. Let's go back to E equals MC squared. So what does the C in the equation E equals MC squared stand for?
What does the C?
The C. Under the sea.
Man, I got the energy. I had the mass. When the guy couldn't get mass, I wanted to smack him in the forehead.
don't go talking smack now. Mm-hmm. You got C on the line.
Right. And I should know this because that's my...
Because you went to school at some point in your life? Yes.
Yeah, I've got a degree, and I'm a little embarrassed now.
What is your degree in?
Biology and environmental education.
All right. So. Do you do well in your recycling? Do you separate your compost from your aluminums and glass?
I do.
Yes.
I do. I gotta say.
I actually poop in a separate toilet. I go to my neighbor's house when I have to poop, and
they just found out.
Yeah, no, they were not happy, but I told them I'm trying to conserve water.
I poop in the shower just to do the same thing.
Just waffle stomp it through.
Have my plants in there, take a crap.
Gone green, baby.
Waffle stomp that baby down. And let's go on my way.
Okay. I'm gonna get this.
Are you sure? Are you sure you're going to get this? I just missed my kid's birthday.
You do?
You really think you're going to get this? Like, come on, man. Yeah. All right, we're spinning the wheel.
Yeah.
Any guesses?
It's like not an
It brings it all together. C represents the speed of light.
Oh.
Speed of light.
Oh, I thought it was to start with a C. I was going to say calorie.
Right? That's what I was going for. That's what threw me. All right.
Look, I'll be dead. I don't know why they were
inertia or something.
Yeah. Right.
Terrible.
I was thinking centrifugal, something like that, but that was too long of a word for
We're all
that
dumb.
one.
We're all dumb. Even Tim was dumb about that.
At least I knew what DC was.
Well, we don't know if that's true. I mean, I would say the same thing to make myself feel better, man, but whatever. We'll all just act like it. All right, here's your question. Who was the first president to appear on a U.S. coin? James Polk?
Jefferson.
Lincoln.
Oh.
All right. Lincoln got there before Washington.
I was just saying because if it's the penny, and that's the first coin, really.
Was that the first coin?
I don't know. I'm just figuring that's how you start, right? 1 cent, 5 cent, 10 cent, 25 cent, 50 cents, and a dollar. So if you're making the coins, I'd say you start at number one.
Yeah,
that was my logic. I don't know if it's true, but whatever. It worked.
Makes sense.
All right, your question. Norway, Finland, or Sweden? Which Scandinavian country is northernmost?
Sweden or Finland?
Yeah.
Finland.
Sweden.
No, Leif Erikson.
The name, it's kind of in the name. Norway.
Oh.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right, bear with me. I got to try to pronounce some medical S.
Oh, good. I might get this one then.
Sphenopalatine ganglion uralgia, or something like that, is the scientific term for what's common ice cream-related discomfort.
Brain freeze.
Oh, there we go.
Obviously, it's brain freeze.
All that for brain freeze.
All of that, yeah. So, again...
There's a scientific term for brain freeze.
Sphenopalatine ganglion uralgia. If you're suffering from that. See, if your doctor told you that, wouldn't you just break into tears? Wouldn't you just assume you're dying? Mr. Montgomery, we have news for you. We did some tests, and your head hurts because you're suffering from sphenopalatine ganglion uralgia.
Why?
One of your cures would be to hold your palm over your eyeball.
When's the last time you had a case of that? I can't remember. Have you ever had anything real? I mean, when I was a kid, it seems like
a week ago.
Constantly.
Seriously?
Yeah.
What'd you do?
I drank a giant margarita. Well, half of one.
And you got brain freeze? Did you have to hold the side of your head? Was it like that type of pain? Like you're like, oh, brain freeze?
No, I just knew I was done with it. And I passed it on.
Okay. All right. Okay. So you have to get brain freeze, you have to put a lot of cold stuff in your mouth, right? Is that the basic idea?
Yeah, that's why he's chugging a margarita and got brain freeze.
All right, maybe that's the adult way. Last time, sure. Game is Big Dummy, 844-999-OLA. Who is our next contestant ready to play the game?
Hello, Peter. Welcome to the men's room.
Big Dummy!
Hello, Peter.
Peter,
pumpkin eater.
Peter.
How do we lose a Peter?
I lost a Peter.
Peter beat it.
Oh, man.
He hopped out of here.
Little old Peter.
We lost him?
Oh, yeah, you lost your Peter.
Oh, boy.
He may have been drinking whiskey. Hey, listen, we're not the first guys to lose a Peter, all right?
No, the John Bob had lost his Peter.
Well, he's never getting his Peter back.
You got a Franken Peter.
Hello, Joel. Welcome to the men's room.
Hey,
bichola.
Hola. Joel, are you sober or not sober?
I'm sober for now. I'm heading to the bar. I'll be there shortly.
All right, well, we can't wait to see you there. Men's room poll, what do you think they'll find first, Joel? Bigfoot, UFOs, Loch Ness Monsters, or other?
Let's say it again. I just got the car.
That's all right. You take your time. What do you think they'll find first? Bigfoot, UFOs, Loch Ness Monster, or other?
Other, of course.
Other being? I'm curious, Joel?
Yeah, something like that. Some internet, I bet.
All right.
We got that funny-ass asteroid running around the moon or the sun, too.
Oh, boy.
That's awful creepy.
Okay. Yes, it is. I've been thinking about it daily.
It keeps me up.
Yeah.
All right, here's your question.
You're not alone.
All right.
The
not alone.
The shortest verse in the Bible, that would be John 11:35. I know you know. Consists of 2 words. What are those 2 words?
I am.
I was going to say IB.
No, it was FU. No. That was
Feed me.
Help.
Oh, yeah.
Help me.
It hurts.
All right.
It hurts?
No.
Suck it.
Yes, it hurts.
They put that in the book?
No, it's Jesus wept.
Oh.
Not
that's
it's
not
hurt.
Jesus wept.
Oh, no.
It hurts.
The verse was too short.
Yeah.
All right.
I read that.
Joel, you have an Old Testament name. You probably don't know that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not much for a reader.
Not much of a reader.
You know, I've never heard anybody be like, you know what I'm reading? The Bible. Just picked it up yesterday.
No read. Yeah.
Old Testament's not the prequel.
Verse is too short.
Watch the movie.
All right, here's your question. What bird gets its pink color from eating the algae and the shrimp that it eats?
Oh, man, come on. Everybody knows that's got to be a flamingo.
All right, Joel, good talk. Absolutely, man. Enjoy your drinks there at the bar. All right, still to come, Ted's Meat and Potatoes on the way. The head chef has what celebrities hate to eat, and based on what you like to eat, what that says about your personality. Noah Sherlock is also coming up. You are listening to the Men's Room Radio Network.
Welcome back to the Men's Room with Miles and Thrill.
Head chef coming up, Ted's Meat and Potatoes has what celebrities hate to eat, and depending on what you like to eat, what that says about your personality. Ted's Meat and Potatoes coming up. First time for a few emails from the Men's Room at mensroomlive.com.
You've got mail.
And we do have a few comments from our big dummy.
We do, specifically about brain freeze, Ted. The world would like to know when you suffered brain freeze from chugging your margarita.
Giant margarita.
Giant margarita. What did you do after you got the brain freeze? What was your go-to move? People are offering remedies. They wanted to know what you did.
Honestly, I said, cerveza, por favor, amigo.
And
I
just
switched
sat
to
there and
beer.
dealt with
All
it.
right.
Okay. People say putting your warm finger on the roof of your mouth to stop brain freeze.
Warm finger.
How do you know my finger's warm, dude?
Dude, put your warm finger in my mouth. I got brain
I got brain
freeze.
freeze. Sticking it. Come on, put your finger in my mouth.
It hurts.
Oh, yeah.
Let's say you get brain freeze when the cold item is pressed up to the roof of your mouth. That's what I'm. Well, so we know how to get brain freeze, man. That's never, like, if I want to get brain freeze, which I don't, I know what I would do to make that happen. So anyway, apparently anyone's warm finger will do on the roof of your mouth.
But it's only with those type of drinks. Like, I don't know that I've gotten brain freeze from ice cream.
Really?
But I feel like Slurpees and margaritas and daiquiris all provide those.
Okay, makes sense.
All right, let's see what we got here on birthday request. Guys, my boss Stuart has completed another trip around the sun. He's always willing to help if I have questions on a project and helps keep me focused. I would like to request the following in honor of his birthday. How about a Homer Simpson fish sandwich and some gits from Thrill? Thanks, guys. Keep on rocking. That from Michael.
Fish sandwich. Are you sure?
Git! Guys, can you please give a birthday shout-out to my lovely wife, Janelle. She's a great wife who makes a killer strawberry cake from scratch. Tell her I love her and admire her beautiful spirit and that this year is going to be special. Can we get a you like that followed by an andropenis and an Alan Thicke look out. Thanks again, guys. You rock. That from Nathan.
You like that? You like that?
Andropenis. Look out.
Guys, 5 years ago today, our crazy child Bree was born. She is wild and spunky and has absolutely no self-control, but we love it. Listen to your show every day on the way home, and she would love to hear you guys sing the birthday song. And could you please talk all over yourself about how a lack of self-control has gotten you into trouble in the past? Love you, Bree. That from Mom, Dad, and Gilly. Well, I don't mean as far as
honest with you right now. Most of the stories that I can tell you probably should not be heard by someone who's 5 years old.
More than likely had to
It's
do with
things called felony.
Just remember,
I hope
that.
he's not.
Anytime you take money out of an
drug
ATM after
just not a
midnight,
good scene all
bad
the way
things
around.
are going
Put
to
the
happen
snacks
to
down.
you. Guys, when my beautiful wife Raquel, a.k.a. Baby Mama, turned 27, she is 27 today. She does not like the show, but she, however, cannot stop laughing when it's on. So please give her the dirty Germans she deserves. That from her amazing, humble husband, Javier.
Yeah, my penis is much like the show. When you see it, you will not like it, but you will laugh.
Yeah, it's her 27th birthday. Sounds like it's a birthday to put a little juice in the oven.
Guys, my name's Sketch. Today is my dad's 33rd rotation around the sun. He would enjoy a barbershop fish sandwich. And could you throw in some dirty German talk about how old he is? Thanks, guys, and happy birthday, Chief. 33.
Is it too early for a fish sandwich? Cheese and tartar on the side. I smell the fish sandwich, maybe some dill relish in the morning, at noon, and at night, and at night.
Yeah, when you turn 33 years old, you write 33, you look at it, and you picture yourself bird's eye view of a woman with big boobs and a front butt.
Yeah, I thought when you turn 33, you pass the ball, play tough defense, and shoot the lights out. It's your Larry Bird,
Yeah.
We'd love to wish my amazing husband of 9 years, James, a happy birthday. Please give him some dirty Germans, talking some gibberish. Love you, babe. That from the lovely Brittany.
Yeah, James, you will call my penis by your nickname, Jimmy.
Yeah, and I will bring the hats. We got to be careful, Miles.
Yeah.
We don't want to end up like that cat.
Oh, I want to wish my husband Josh a happy 36th birthday today, even though he was your biggest dummy ever. The pretty ones can't always be smart, too. That wouldn't be fair. How about a barbershop fish sandwich and some dirty Germans talking about his gloriously perky ass? Thanks, guys. That from Claire.
Is it too early for a fish sandwich? Cheese and tartar on the side. I smell the fish sandwich, maybe some dill relish in the morning, at noon, and at night. And at night.
Yeah, that pucky ass. Behind closed doors, it does sound like I'm plunging a toilet.
Yeah, it's like gum. Bubble yum. Bubble butt. For real.
All right, guys, here you go. Happy, happy, happy birthday. Happy, happy, happy birthday. Happy, happy, happy birthday to you, bitchy.
Yas and Dirty Germans brought to you by Men's Room Original Sausage. Available through Uli's World Famous Sausage, mensroomlive.com, and other fine retailers. Schweinefleisch.
Couple extra here real quick. I owe it all to LSD.
All right.
Oh, boy. Guys, I don't want to call in because someone may recognize my voice and I have a job.
What's
and
his
that might
name?
hurt my reputation. Yeah, exactly. Guys, I was the first person in my family to want to go to college, and I found it very difficult as I had to work my way through with no family support or scholarship. I grew up in a housing project. I managed to get into UW and found it very challenging. One day, I dropped acid with some friends and saw my whole life before me laid out. And suddenly, it all made sense, and I saw my path. It didn't happen overnight, of course, but over the course of several years, I was able to get it together and work and pay for college and graduate. I worked in random businesses for a while, but pay was pretty bad. So again, I dropped acid and figured maybe I could make more money in real estate. Back then, you could buy a condo for about 50 grand. I bought one, fixed it up, sold it, and made 10 grand. Then I did it again and made another 10 grand. I did that a few times until I'd saved up $100,000. Long story short, I live in one of those big nice houses on top of Queen Anne Hill and own a half dozen other nice rentals. Lest you think you can't do that anymore, you can still go to work and afford to go to community college and then transfer if that's what you want to do. And I still see cute condos for $150,000 or so that you can buy with 3% down on a FHA loan. I'm helping my kids buy them and fix them up. It's still possible to do if you work and save a couple $1,000. So drop some acid, buy a condo, and get started, or at least get started with getting your life together. I'm much older now, in my 60s, but I still take acid and eat mushrooms every once in a while just to keep my mind clear.
You should speak at high school commencement speeches.
That's exactly right.
Just drop acid, man.
Tell you what to do once you get out of mom and dad's house here. Not you, the 30-year-old. A couple more here. Guys, I listen to your show. What did you do, drunk, high, or hungover? Let's see. My story is that one night, after I had a couple drinks, I decided to visit a local casino. I was playing blackjack, and the guy sitting next to me was up about $2 grand, so he was buying drinks for the table. I ran out of money, so the guy gave me a $25 chip to keep on playing. Next thing I remember, I'm waking up at home in my bed with $1,500 in my wallet.
Nice.
Needless to say, it was a great night. Keep doing what you're doing. That from Joel in Bellingham. And one more. When I was a junior in high school, I drank entirely too much vodka the night before an English final. During the next morning, I showed up for my final still drunk, in the same clothes, covered in grass stains, and kept passing out during the test. One of my teachers came up to me and mentioned that someone smelled like booze, and it was most definitely me. I failed the test, and the next year I was shown the test I failed, and you could still see the pin marks where I would fall asleep and drag the pin across the paper. Love you guys. Listen every night on WCMF in Rochester, New York. That from Jeremy. All right, bitches.
I did do that too, but it was just a computer class. It was the last one of my senior year.
Right, and you were hammered and you were dragging your
We
pin?
had gone out to like a party the night before. I went in, like I was the only senior that had to show up that day, and I'm pretty sure I woke up with my head on the screen. Just wow.
Still to come, we'll drink and toast with a shot of the day. No S. Sherlock. It's coming up, but first,
time to open wide and sample Ted's meat and potatoes. Now, here's your host, head chef of the men's room, the Ted Nugent.
Thank you. Travis Wild. Thank you, folks.
You know, I have a couple things here. We were talking about it. You want to know what certain foods say about your personality? Yeah. Or do you want to know some foods that famous people hate?
Easy crowd, man.
Easy crowd. Yep. What do you say there, Miles?
Let's go with the personality test first.
Wow.
They don't want to do that?
Well, I can't speak for them.
Come on, folks, back up. Personality test.
We can do the celebrities.
We'll do the personality test. I got it.
Look, Ted's got a gift to these people. I don't know what it is about you, man. It's just not.
Let's turn them off. I'm not a chef. You know?
All right. Well, not a lot of head chefs.
That's
You're
right.
all right.
That's
right. Would you care more to find out? All right. Out of spicy, sweet, sour, bitter, salty, pick one. This is tough because they say which one you love the best, but like sometimes I like bitter, sometimes I like sweet.
I think it depends on your mood.
Spicy, maybe, man. You know,
all right, let's say
know.
spicy.
All right, spicy.
Right? You wanted the hots on there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So what does it say about your personality if you like spicy foods?
If you like spicy food, you're more likely a risk taker. Spicy food fans tend to like new experiences.
I have sex without a condom all the time.
Including
I'm a daredevil.
Roller coasters and horror movies. You like
run
roller
through
coasters?
that list again? Let me see. Run through the list again.
Mile High Club.
You could have spicy.
Yeah. Okay.
You could have sweet.
No, spicy. What are the things with spicy? God damn it, man.
Spicy food means you're a risk taker. Yeah. Spicy food fans tend to like new experiences like roller coasters and horror movies.
Yeah, I'll do. Yeah, I'm down with both, man. I'll watch a horror movie on a roller coaster.
See, I like roller coasters. I hate horror movies, and I can't have that much spice.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's the next day.
Okay. Non-spicy, non-horror movie watching fool.
If you like sweet stuff, you're more likely to be easygoing, and you'll try to help out other people without expecting to be rewarded for it.
Oh, okay.
Like if you pay,
so you're gullible.
Well,
I mean,
in one word.
Right, exactly.
To sum it all up.
Yeah. I mean, being nice to people never gets you anywhere.
No, it doesn't. I mean, look at all the D-bags that rise to the top. Seriously. So many of them.
Well, top on earth.
That's why I bitch slap a perfect stranger.
If you like sour foods, you're more likely to be cynical or even harsh when you tell people what you think.
Damn, I was going to say, I like sour.
You also might have really high standards. Well, that's the other thing that's tough, right? Like
I love prudish, I guess. Maybe?
I love sour foods, but I also like sweet stuff and salty stuff.
I think there's a place for all of it, but I guess what they say is if you like to tend to lean on this, tends to dictate what your personality is.
It depends. I think sour and like if I'm leaving the house and I'm going to order food, I do. If I'm looking at a menu, if it's spicy or sour, at least you got my attention.
What would you call what would you consider a sour food?
Like if they say, "Hey man, we have chicken," I'm like, "You have any old chicken?" No,
sweet sour.
So, man, anything that uses
sour cream,
like a lot of vinegar and stuff like that, right? Okay. So you kind of lean heavy when you go to that sour stuff, and I love it.
I like a sour beer once in a while.
I'm not.
But you don't like pickles. You don't want to eat a pickle.
No, because that's ridiculous. They suck.
I like my kraut sour.
Talking about you, Robin.
If you
And
like
my women.
If you like bitter things, like black coffee, you're more like anybody in here drink black coffee?
I do, yeah.
Mike Hawk.
Yes, so do I.
That means you're a narcissist, right? Or something like that.
No, you're just antisocial, manipulative, and insensitive.
Oh,
Okay,
my
we've been
God.
saying that about you guys for years.
You might even be a psychopath.
All right.
They capitalize psychopath.
Huh.
Don't laugh. That makes you seem like more of a psychopath.
Are you saying this to the guy that laughed because the woman that always wanted to study gorillas got mauled by a gorilla?
Got eaten.
Right?
That guy?
Bears.
Bear. My bad.
If you like salty stuff, I will say, for me, I probably go salty, like salt and vinegar chips.
Do you know anyone that doesn't like salty food? I don't mean overly salt, but I mean you're talking chips, half of your appetizers in a
Anytime
restaurant.
you eat
You know
out.
what I mean? Like,
Anytime you eat out.
Soy
man.
sauce.
right,
Salt.
predominantly
Butter, salt, basically.
Yeah, I mean, come on.
If you like salty stuff, you're more likely to be competitive and get frustrated a little faster than others.
God damn it, I said pass the salt!
And
I'd
you're
have done
parched.
it faster than that!
I had somebody over my house the other day, and they said, I see you have fancy white person salt.
What is fancy white person? Oh, you have the
Let me
Himalayan,
guess, it's
Himalayan
like
sea
pink
salt.
or it's Tibetan. It
Or
just
Hawaiian.
doesn't say table.
It's pink, and I grind it.
Is it Himalayan?
Yes, it's Himalayan,
Of
all
course
right?
it is.
You have pink.
You have pink Himalayan sea salt.
Right underneath my prayer flags. All right, I don't have prayer flags
right,
up
okay.
yet, but I do have
Do you
the
have a pepper
salt.
grinder?
Well, see, that's the funny thing. I don't. I just have the regular cheap pepper you buy.
Oh,
He was
no,
like,
no, you
why
need-
did you spend all the money on the salt? And then,
Not the pepper.
Pepper's pepper.
For pink Himalayan sea salt.
You need a pepper grinder.
Where's the Himalayan sea?
Not really. It's just the fact that it once was a sea. Now it's elevated.
And now, okay, I got it. So they're
yeah.
scraping it off the mountain.
Right, pretty
Where
much.
people die. Okay.
We got two things. We got tourism and we got salt.
We got salt.
You need salt?
You know
All
what kind
right,
of salt
what-
I got? Got a little girl. She's holding an umbrella.
What do you
Little
need?
does she know she's spilling salt out the back.
I got crampons. I got salt. What do you need?
Crampons.
Anything to me
Probably
that
found in
tastes,
the same household.
that tastes salty that you can get away with a little bit. I'm like, all right. But then, like my buddy was saying, I was like, he's like, what is that, healthier? It's still salt. I was like, yeah.
Yes, it's not good for you.
All right, foods that people can't stand. Now, I have a list of famous people here. Off the top of your head, what foods can you not stand that you just go, I'm out?
Broccoli, pickles, like you brought up earlier, man.
The one that causes a reaction is the smell of liver.
All right.
The smell of liver frying causes a physical
But
reaction.
to be fair,
like a gag reflex.
No.
It's like, oh, God.
But liver is not food. Liver is just something that people can eat and sometimes choose.
That's a good point.
I don't understand how that qualifies. Just because you can eat it
Okay.
without it killing you does not make it food.
I'll tell you,
Based
the
on-
one for me, honestly, is mushrooms. And I can hear people right now going,
Have you tried this?
Have you tried this one? You tried that one? It's the steak. It's a portobello. It's the steak with mushrooms, right? I've even had chanterelles, my friend.
You know what the one I can't get past, I guess, is cottage cheese.
Oh, I like cottage cheese.
It
It's just
doesn't
the
taste
texture.
bad, but
I feel like I'm eating little maggots.
No, it's more like someone else already ate it.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. I don't want regurgitated bird food, and it tastes like that. The consistency is just.
But listen,
creamy.
dude, here's the problem.
and-
If you were to eat, I would say drain as much moisture out of it as you can before you put it on something. Then it's basically just cheese curds.
ricotta, whatever.
But it's soupy and unnecessary how they choose to present
They
it.
didn't take it through a cheesecloth.
I always just add
Oh,
hot
Lord,
sauce.
a cheesecloth.
Yes.
I'm just picturing you hold a goddamn fork up to the container.
Oh, all right, okay.
Man, oh, man.
I was gonna squeeze
you
it
have
all
Tibetan
out.
sea salt, too, don't you?
Yeah, he does.
Grab the cheesecloth.
I know. No, I have smoked salt. That would be my fancy salt.
I have smoked salt.
Yeah, I have smoked
But I
salt.
can't tell you the last time I used it. You know, like, I know I have it.
Well,
but
I haven't used it either. But it's black and it's smoked.
Tom Brady. Do you know what food he hates?
fun.
Strawberries. Really?
I find that hard to believe. If it was natural, I figured he would hate like Rice Krispie treats.
Now he's got a thing against him, man.
Okay.
All right, Jimmy Fallon. And this, I'll give you a hint. This is strange for a white person. The one he hates.
Strange for a white person.
Brunch.
Mayonnaise.
Mayonnaise.
Okay, yeah, I'm playing profile this right now. You know, that's
All right.
this.
Do white people tend to love mayonnaise more than any other?
It just seems that, look, as a black guy, I don't know this to be true, but based on my observations, it seems that way.
Huh, okay.
It just seems that way.
Right. I love mayonnaise food.
And I guess the dad was correct.
All right,
Jimmy
Michelle,
Fallon is not white.
Michelle, right? He's out. Michelle Obama.
Oh,
Let me give you a hint.
is it even reasonably healthy?
Is it healthy?
It's super healthy.
Broccoli.
I can't stand
Broccoli.
these things. No.
No. Brussels sprouts.
Beets.
Beets.
All right.
You're
Get out
on
of
it
here.
today,
All right.
man. All right. What about Martha Stewart? This is a fancy version, or this is a cheap version of something fancy.
Cheap version of something fancy.
K-Rab.
Truffle oil.
Ah, okay.
It's a whole thing on truffle oil, man. Don't believe the hype. There's probably no real truffles in there.
I've
really?
seen that too. Dude, yeah.
So my truffle fries are just fries?
But here's the thing. It still tastes good.
It's truffle-flavored fries.
Right. Orange soda has never been an orange in its life, but I enjoy me some orange soda.
That's a good call. But orange soda doesn't cost a ton.
That's true. That is very true.
All right, Gordon Ramsay, he picks one of the most popular things right now to hate. You either love it or you hate it. The internet's always talking about it. Pineapple pizza.
Oh, Lord, okay.
Christy Teigen, what she hates really kind of shocked me here because it's delicious.
Chocolate-covered pretzels.
No. It's delicious. You can put it on pancakes. You could just
bananas.
Eat it straight.
Peanut butter?
You're getting close.
Nutella.
Nutella.
Oh,
Nutella.
what?
I know, dude.
Kick her out of the country. It's Nutella. Come on, man. That's not even right.
Khloe Kardashian, frankly, I'm just going to tell you, she hates pork. I already kind of was over her, but who hates pork?
Go figure.
If it's not a religious thing.
The fun police.
I don't eat pork.
I don't like pork. It sticks to my ribs.
Oh. Kelly Clarkson?
Broccoli.
But no, it's not
Close.
pasta.
You almost met. Oh. I knew it. I knew you wouldn't be able to help yourself. Brussels sprouts.
She helped her, but you served her. She didn't have to help herself.
All right, and last on the list, Queen Elizabeth. She hates this thing. It comes in bulbs. It's flavored a lot of other things. Garlic.
Huh.
Which is weird, right?
I don't much care for the garlic.
I
prefer the bad breath of milk.
So basically, she doesn't like food that tastes good.
Garlic, man, it's a lifesaver.
You ever had a bad garlic dish? I mean,
I've had bad dishes that had garlic in it, but without the garlic, it would have been worse.
Yeah, garlic stuff is good, man.
Thank you, Tim. We appreciate it. All right, still a couple of drinking tales with a shot of the day. The return of No S. Sherlock is coming up next. You are listening to the Men's Room Radio Network.
This is the Men's Room with Miles and Thrill.
Coming up, we will drink and toast with a shot of the day. Another round of profile that's on the way. But first, our own Steve, the Throw Hill, combs the globe.
Picks it.
Looking for stories with headlines that scream.
Well, no, Sherlock.
Might want to sit down for this one. No one has ever told us this before. Stunning NASA study shows that humans are responsible for major changes to the Earth's water availability.
Oh, no, Sherlock!
All that fluffy stuff swirling around in the air, it's cottonwood.
No, Sherlock!
That makes sense, but I did see some on TV, and I went, what is that?
Same thing it was the year before that. And the people are like, oh, yeah, that's right, yeah, the cottonwood. We continue. Kanye West's Twitter philosophy does not impress real academic philosophers.
No, Sherlock!
Democrats voting to deregulate banks got 3 times more money back from the banks.
Well, what do you know about that? No, Sherlock!
New research says that drivers on hands-free phones are more cautious than those who hold phones in their hand.
Well, I'll be a monkey's uncle. No, Sherlock!
I'm just going to read it as the headline is presented. Cougar Petter says, quote, that was a very bad decision.
Really? Well, no, Sherlock!
That's the whole story right there. I haven't read it. I don't know, but Cougar Petter says, quote, that was a very bad decision. We know the entire story.
Cougar Petter.
We continue. Hitler not alive on the moon, study confirms.
Well, no, Sherlock!
Weekly World News stuff.
Yeah. Oh, trust me.
Used to be.
It was everywhere.
It's in Uruguay.
Health officials say stay out of the pool if you have diarrhea.
Well, what do you know about that? No, Sherlock!
Keep the small children that are poopy out of the hot tubs.
Yeah, just put them in the
Kids
kiddie
shouldn't
pool.
be in the hot tub.
No.
They don't know what to appreciate about it.
Right, exactly. That's really the only reason.
Kids think they get lucky in a hot tub if they find a Tootsie Roll. And we know it's not even a Tootsie Roll. Now, Miles, this one is going to crush you. I swear to God, it's the headline. Octopuses do not come from outer space.
No, Sherlock!
They reversed it.
Using emojis to teach Shakespeare will not help disadvantaged students.
No, Sherlock!
NASA clarifies we don't have child sex slaves on Mars. That's a true headline.
Really? Well, no, Sherlock!
No, there wasn't more to say. The headline is that NASA confirms that they do not have child sex slaves. And let's see, I'll leave with this one last one. Hotel pools and hot tubs are major sources of waterborne illnesses outbreaks, the CDC says.
Oh, no, Sherlock!
Thank you, Steve Harvey Wobbin, and we made it to drinking time.
Somebody out there deserves to be recognized. And the men's room knows just who it is. So to you, we say, bottoms up, sailor. You're the toast of our shot of the day.
Drinking time it is, and as usual, we head to the drink desk and Steve at Throw Hill to find out who we're toasting.
Yes, indeed. Today we toast an unidentified woman from Lawrence County, Pennsylvania. She recently visited McConnell's Mill State Park. I don't know much about it, except there's a waterfall there, and she, in fact, tried to take pictures at the top of Kildew Falls. Why does that sound vaguely familiar? Kildew Falls. When you're on the East Coast, I don't know. Maybe it's just... Anyway, unfortunately, as she was trying to take these pictures, she slipped on a rock, fell onto the rocks below. Emergency responders that were called to the scene, they had to rappel down about 60 feet to reach her and then get her ass back up the hill. Well, she was flown to the hospital in serious condition, and believe it or not, the good news is she is expected to make a full recovery. That's the good news. But the reason we're toasting her is because she slipped on a rock at a waterfall in a place called Slippery Rock.
Oh,
it's just right
Slippery
there.
Rock, Pennsylvania.
She's in Slippery Rock, Pennsylvania. And then slipped on a rock. If only there'd been some kind of warning or something.
Like a TLC sign.
You know? Come on, man. Although, to be fair, when I've gone to Pennsylvania, I've been to Intercourse, nothing happened.
I've driven through accident and been safe.
See? I mean, so not everywhere delivers, but yeah, she was in Slippery Rock, Pennsylvania, and literally slipped on a rock, fell 60 feet. But the good news, like I said, they expect her to make a full recovery.
Nice.
Be careful in Slippery Rock. Don't ever visit BD, Arkansas. Horrible place. All right, we pour this booze and we drink this booze because we think it's yummy.
Yummy!
So over the tongue and down the throat to party in our tummies.
Down the hola, bichola! Let's get to caller 9 in line for Profile This, 844-999-OLA.
Hola! The shenanigans continue on the Men's Room Radio Network.